it's whatever, I guess. Just know how to drive. Obviously, you could tell a car's getting closer to you. You don't need the lights to be on.
Yeah, that's another thing too. I feel like a lot of people just kind of gotten cheeks at driving.
Yeah, there's definitely people that are cheeks at driving. I'm one of them, but at the same time, I'm not.
Yeah, Martin out here on his like third car. One done crash. How many did you crash? 2, 3?
One.
Nah, cap. At
Well,
least 2.
I've crashed this car twice.
The Trek?
Yeah.
When?
I got rear-ended, and then I T-boned somebody.
T-bone
sick.
somebody?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, this when I lived in Athens. I've had 3 cars. The first one, I didn't have a wreck. The only thing I did was get too close on one of them bumpers in the fucking parking space, and it about ripped off my bumper. I mean, it did, but not all the way. I zip-tied that hoe back on.
Yeah.
Sick.
And then we gave that car to my grandparents, traded in their old car, and I got the Fusion, the freaking Eco Boost engine in it. And I totaled that motherfucker. Freaking rear-ended somebody that didn't have their blinker on.
So, Martin's the exact people we're talking about.
Sliding about 60 miles an hour coming down the road. I look up from our radio, no blinker on, dude's just sitting there in the middle of the road. I can look back down, look back up. Yep, I was on his ass. Slammed on the brakes. The cops were talking about, oh, you didn't even hit the brakes or nothing. I was like, oh, I promise you I did, because my head hurts because I slammed on the brakes so hard I hit my head on the freaking windshield.
Sick. This guy. I don't think you need no truck, Martin. You need a Prius.
And then I got T-boned going to Athens. We were on I-16, and it's bumper to bumper traffic, and I'm sitting in the lane with a car right in front of me. I probably put a car length in between us. And I freaking look behind me, and one car goes to the right, one car goes to the left in the grass, and the third car had nowhere to go but my rear end.
Damn.
And I freaking was pissed.
That was in the truck? In your car now?
Truck, yeah.
Damn.
And then, then all my roommates had left the house with like their friends or whatever. And I was wanting some ice cream cookout. So I got my car.
I think I remember this.
I went my car, and I was on the phone with Lexi, and the phone was in between my legs, and I was just talking. And I because there was like a stop sign right when you get out our apartment building, and then you turn to the right, and there was another stop sign. From that stop sign to that stop sign, I passed out. And by the time I got to that stop sign, I was into somebody, or I T-boned somebody. I ran stop sign.
I've never I never hit another car. I hit a mailbox one time in a Honda. I think that's all I've ever hit. Actually, the car that was supposed to be mine, my dad's Honda Prelude, before I even had my license, I was like trying to learn how to parallel park, and I fucking blasted a dumpster and knocked the headlight out, but that was about it. That was before I even knew how to really drive. I should have been driving that Prelude.
I did freaking smash my mirror on the Civic on a mailbox. Freaking late to school, or late to football practice. Freaking trying to defrost the window, sprayed water on that hose. Ice did not come off, so I freaking had enough to see out the bottom about this big, and I'm sliding down the road. Pow! I was like, what was that? I look out my freaking, roll down my window, no mirror, or a mirror's half gone. I was like, awesome.
That's kind of how mine was, hitting the mailbox. It was like 2 a.m. I was staying the night at Davis's house, and I was parked on the side of the road, but in his neighborhood, it's like a gated community thing, so they don't like that. So his dad was like, just park in the grass over here in the driveway. But again, it was a late night, and it was the weather, so every window was foggy. But I was like, I'm not waiting for this shit to defrost since I'm just moving like 2 feet. So I just put it in reverse. Saw absolutely nothing. Just started going. I went slap into the fucking mailbox across the street. I knew I could fix the car, but I just felt bad because I knocked their mailbox off the goddamn post.
Yeah.
I've
I
had
didn't-
one accident in the Veloster,
Lost.
and I was making a left turn a little too fast. And my front right tire got caught in a water drain, like on the curb. Completely snapped the axle in half.
Uh,
Yeah. Hey, but I made the turn in time though. Even then traffic was stuck on that road.